I know it sounds overly simplistic, and many of you may be skeptical if it's really that easy to do. So let me take this time to address all of your concerns. The first concern that most people have is finding 10 team members. I know you're wondering how you could possibly bring enough people in to use the app. But here's the thing. What you need to realize is that the app is free. You don't need to convince anyone to buy anything or spend any of their own money. All you're doing is suggesting an app to them, which will literally give them free money. How difficult do you think that would be? Secondly, this app will make money for the user, and all it takes is a simple install. How many people around the world are searching for a way to make some extra funds, or are just tired of the 9-to-5 grind? There are literally billions of people. Don't you think you'll be able to find just 10 people? Now, you may ask, what about the people who don't really have friends? The answer is the internet. All you have to do is find people online and invite them to download the app. Strike up a conversation in the comments of your favorite YouTube video, or throw up a post on a Facebook group. You can even start a free money hashtag on Twitter, or write about it in Reddit or other forums that you're a member of. And if you're more of the outgoing type, why not create a YouTube video or host a webinar or live stream? The point is, there are numerous ways to spread the word, and I'm sure that with a week's worth of hard work, you'll easily find your 10-person team without even having to leave the comfort of your own home. Finally, I want you to show your new potential team members the leaderboard page. If you're just starting out using the app, it may be a little more difficult to convince people to install the app if you yourself aren't making a lot of money. That's where the leaderboard comes into play. Now, I'll get a little more in-depth on this later on, but here's the short and sweet version. The leaderboard is a live ranking table within the app which shows the top earners ranked by day, month, and lifetime. You can use this tool to show your potential team just how much money they could be making with the app. And as you start to make more money, you can use your earnings as an example, which will make inviting new people a whole lot easier. The next issue is this. How do you make sure that your team members invite 10 more people in order to maximize the growth of the strategy? Now, this is the most important slide in this whole presentation, so I really need you to listen carefully. Here's the thing. Don't invite people just because they're your friends. Chances are if you just invite your close friends, they'll probably install the app because you told them to. But unless they themselves really believe in the app, they're not going to invite anyone else. Instead, you should invite people who really want to make money and believe in this app just as much as you do. In that way, everyone will be equally motivated, and you can all work together in building up your team. When you start to build your team, there's one thing you need to remember. It's your duty to teach them everything you know about the app. If any of your team members install the app without truly knowing how it works, chances are they're just going to delete the app a few days later. Or if they do happen to keep the app, they're unlikely to invite people to join. What you should be doing is finding 10 people who you are going to personally mentor and coach to become an expert in the app, so you can all work as a team to invite more people. This is a prime example of quality over quantity. You're better off finding just a few people who will use the app to its full potential, as opposed to hundreds of people who don't understand the strategy. And listen up, for those of you who are worried about how you're going to teach other people to use the app, don't worry, just come back here. You see, we've created this video tutorial so you can easily share it with people who you invite, and it will explain the app in a way that is structured and easy to understand. I really recommend that you share this video with every single person you invite. I'll make sure that they learn everything they need to know about the app. The only thing you'll need to do is give them guidance if they have any questions and follow up with them from time to time to see how many people they've invited. I would also like to strongly recommend that you create a chat group with your team. By working together in the group, everyone has the opportunity to share their ideas and strategies. This benefits the whole team, and when it comes to this app, teamwork is the key to success. Lastly, one recommendation I would like to throw out there is don't try to invite somebody who is already rich. It's going to be very hard to invite someone who already has a lot of money, because chances are they couldn't care less about a couple of cents if they're already making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a day. It's a lot easier to find people who desperately want to make money, and are willing to take action right away. So, if there's one thing I want you to take out of this video, it's that you don't want to invite just anyone to use this app. I want you to make sure you invite people who want to make money and who you are confident will follow through with the 3 steps. If you follow my advice and your team member just isn't inviting other people, then either it means you've not found the right type of person or they haven't watched this video. In that case, you should probably show them the video and make sure they understand everything. But if that still doesn't motivate them or they don't watch it, then find someone else. Remember, you just need to find 10 quality team members, and they need to do the same. Follow up with all of them in the chat group you created until they have each invited 10, and then they should do the same with their team members, and so on. Alright, so let's move on to the next issue. How to invite people. Inviting people is really easy. I'll show you a walkthrough of the app later on in this presentation, but for now, all you need to know is that you'll be able to invite people either by giving them your invite ID or a link to download the app, which automatically uses your invite ID for anyone who signs up using that link. You may be wondering why other people will want to use your invite ID. Well, the benefit that other people get when using your invite ID is that members who have an invite ID will earn a bonus 25% more points each time they unlock their phone. Therefore, it's in their best interest to enter your invite ID. That being said, if for some reason you just don't want other people to know that they are using your invite ID, you can just give them your invite link, which will automatically use your invite ID and be completely unknown to the other party. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about another common question. Is this a scam or a pyramid scheme? The answer is, not a chance. If this was a scam or some sort of pyramid scheme, we would need to ask for your money first. Only then can we steal it. How could we possibly steal your money if we haven't taken any of your money at all? The answer is simple. We can't. The worst thing that could happen here is only that you wouldn't get paid as promised. So let me show you how you can be sure that we will pay you as promised. Let me break down this question into 2 parts. Number 1, do you have the money to pay us? The short and simple answer to this is yes. I hope you all understand by now that we are making money from the ads you see as explained in the earlier parts of this presentation. But if you're still not convinced, I want to ask you something. Why would we spend time and money making an app if it didn't bring us any money? We wouldn't, right? It wouldn't make any sense. So that means we must be making money some way, which in turn means that we must have money to pay you. I hope that makes sense. This leads to our next question. Why will you pay us? You see, it's in our best interest to pay you as promised. Like I just explained, we make money whenever you see an ad. That means that the more users we have, the more money we make. Now, if we don't pay our users like we promised, everyone would stop using the service. If everyone stops using the service, well, then neither of us makes money. By sharing some money with our users as promised, you continue to use the app, and we make some money in the process. That is why it's in our best interest to make sure you get paid, and is also why you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Another important question you may have is when can you withdraw the money you earned today? We believe that this is a very important issue, so we have made this very transparent. You'll be able to clearly see from within the app when you can withdraw your earnings. In general, it will be between 30 to 90 days, depending on the advertiser whose ads you saw. I'll show you this in more detail when I take you through a live demo of the app, which is coming up next.